PortaOne AI Datalink is an analytics solution that automatically extracts data from your PortaBilling instance, transforms it, and loads it into a Google BigQuery cloud data warehouse in a format optimized for performing analytics by a human or AI agent. It's not just about storing data. AI Datalink makes billing data analysis easier and faster. You can get insights using plain language with AI agents or build visual reports with business intelligence tools. You can run advanced analytics without adding load to your billing system, keep historical data for long-term analysis and forecasting, and do it all in the cloud without investing in extra hardware. In this tutorial, I'll show you how to explore and analyze the data about your telco operations in BigQuery so you can get insights faster and make better business decisions. You'll learn how to access your BigQuery project, understand the dataset structure, run and save SQL queries in BigQuery, and even use Google Gemini, the built-in AI assistant, to generate reports using plain language. Let's get started! When the PortaOne team creates an AI Datalink project for you, we can grant access to either a Google group containing multiple emails of your staff or to individual emails. Using a Google group is a preferable option because you can remove access to your staff members without PortaOne involvement. Note that you will not receive any automated notifications once access is granted. Just open the Google Cloud Console with the Google account that has been added to the group. Navigate to BigQuery and your project will appear there. Inside, you'll see your data warehouse with all transformed PortaBilling data ready to explore. Your BigQuery project contains a dataset with all transformed PortaBilling data. To make it easy to navigate, data from various underlying PortaBilling tables are logically grouped into categories. For example, charges, which includes the data related to subscriber transactions, such as subscriber transactions itself, service info, destination info, costs with vendor-related data, and so on. So a dataset is like a container that organizes related data from multiple raw tables in PortaBilling, applying selections, transformations, and aggregations, so the data is ready for analysis. The dataset has tables with key data, like subscriber transactions, while the remaining tables store reference information, names, statuses, and so on. You'll often need to join the main tables with these to see human-readable values instead of IDs. For example, the subscriber transactions table uses subscriber UUI ID to identify customers or accounts. To see the actual subscriber name, you use a join to link it to another table. Let's take a closer look at subscriber transactions table. First, you see the table schema with the description of each field. Immediately, you can notice that table names and fields totally differ from the ones in PortaBilling's database. Subscriber UUI ID represents the subscriber who produced the transaction. It can be an account for service consumption activities like making a phone call, or a customer for activities billed on the customer level, such as charges for the number of allowed SIP trunks, while the exact entity type and its ID are stored in another table. You can see from the field description that this information can be found in another table. On another tab, you can find the description of the table itself, and then preview the actual data in the table. Here you can see examples of how the data is aggregated. Each transaction in the list can include data from multiple XDRs. For example, we can see a transaction that aggregates 8 similar XDRs, 8 calls made on the same day from the same account to the same destination and through the same vendor. Note that by default, BigQuery performs daily synchronization and data transformations with the PortaBilling database. However, you can send a request to PortaOne to update how often this runs, if needed. Now that you've seen how your data warehouse is structured, let's look at how you can work with it. One of the ways to analyze data in BigQuery is by using SQL queries. To start, open a new tab. Let's query something a product manager would actually want to know. We sell a plan, 1,000 domestic minutes for $9 a month. Was it profitable last month? If I try to answer this by querying the PortaBilling database directly, I need to find which accounts were on this exact product during this exact period, pull their call XDRs, those will have zero charged amount when the quota is applied, separately track down the subscription charge XDRs, which is the only place the real $9 revenue shows up, and then go find the vendor XDRs, a completely separate table to get the real cost. Miss any one of these steps and the number is just wrong. Now here's the difference with the AI Datalink. All of that work, aligning periods, pulling in the subscription charge, pulling in the vendor cost, has already been done for you ahead of time. The subscriber transactions table already includes revenue and cost for each transaction, so I can use a much simpler query, just a couple of simple lookups in two tables. The results appear instantly below, and you can save them if needed. Next to the results table, click Save Results and choose the preferred format. For example, CSV or Google Sheets, perfect for sharing or using in other applications. If this is a report you'll want to reuse, for example, something you run weekly or monthly, you don't need to rewrite it every time. Just click Save, Save Query, give it a name, and it will appear in the Queries tab for you and for your team to reuse anytime. This is especially helpful when several people in your company rely on the same reporting logic. BigQuery also includes a built-in Google Gemini AI assistant that can generate SQL for you. You don't need to know SQL at all, just describe what you want in natural language. Click the Gemini icon in the editor and type your request. For example, here we'll enter a request to help us find which sales representatives signed the most new customers and generated the highest projected revenue. Be specific when writing the request so that Gemini understands exactly what you expect in the output. Gemini then creates the SQL based on your input. You can review it, refine it, and click Insert to add it to your query editor. Then click Run to see the results instantly. That's it for this tutorial. You'll learn how to access your BigQuery project, explore datasets, run and save queries, and use Gemini to generate reports with plain language. In the next video, I'll show you how to connect AI tools like Cloud Desktop and Ren AI to BigQuery for advanced reporting and analytics. Stay tuned!